this is the Leslie Show here at Vortex. Leslie, we were wondering, what's up with Occupy Sandy? What'd you do over there?
Well, while I was out there, I was doing hurricane relief, driving around in all the storm-hit areas in New Jersey, because that's the area that I chose because everybody else was up in New York. So we drove around to all the hard-hit areas and served food to everybody. We served about 500 meals a day.
Damn!
And it just actually finally ended. The city shut them down, so the U Hungry is no longer operating. But the people themselves have picked up in other organizing groups and local efforts that are going on in those areas, and kind of continuing from there because FEMA doesn't do shit.
So You Hungry, that was like a U-Haul, You Hungry?
Yeah, we were driving around in the back of a U-Haul that we converted the back of it into a kitchen, basically. We had Cambros set up that were storing the food. We had hot trays on a table, that way we could serve hot, steaming food that we cooked in the kitchen every day ourselves. We also drove around with distro supplies, jackets, cleaning supplies, medical supplies, anything like that people needed, blankets. If we found somebody that needed a jacket or a blanket, we'd give them that along with their home cooked meal.
So is this part of Occupy doing this?
Well, that per se wasn't exactly Occupy, but we had lots of members that were involved with Occupy Sandy in this organization. And Occupy Sandy New Jersey was also helping to sustain us for a while. They provided housing, gas, helped us with food supplies, that type of thing.
Nice. So you've been involved with the foreclosures, or?
I have also been involved in foreclosures. So far I have done 2 foreclosures and helped support Fort Hernandez, Fort Lucero from the East Coast online.
Niceness.
Yeah.
Yay. So you were away during all of the Hernandez stuff?
Yep.
I know
I
you
left right before it happened.
Okay. Yeah.
I told everybody on the East Coast about it, and everybody on the East Coast was following and supporting, Fort Hernandez, the walls. There's just the whole radical action of fighting for somebody's house, and for it to last so long and make such a presence doing it. It definitely inspired a lot of people all over the country.
Wow. And you've also been involved with Occupy San Diego as well?
And I have, yes.
You're very
Occupy
famous.
San Diego, Occupy Los Angeles, Occupy Wall Street, Occupy DC, and those are just the ones like
Goldman Sachs?
Occupy Goldman Sachs, Occupy Trinity.
So were you there at Occupy Goldman Sachs during the hurricane?
Yes, we rode out the Hurricane Sandy under some scaffolding on the corner of 61st and Broadway across the street from Central Park. Right across the street from Lloyd Blankfein's condo. That way, during the hurricane, if he looked out his window, he had to see us sitting under some scaffolding in a plastic bubble, still trying to push our message.
Wow. So you do have some incredible life experience that people are very interested in.
Yeah.
What do you do in your free time?
Go to the beach now that I'm back in California and hang out with friends.
Yay!
Go to GA.
We're so glad you're back.
I'm glad I'm back too. It's freaking cold over on the East Coast. It's still snowing.
Damn.
Yeah, they just had a really bad storm there that now is actually covering all of the Atlantic.
They didn't get the memo that spring came already?
No, spring came with snow. Like the first day of spring, they had a big, huge snowstorm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That groundhog lied.
No, it's global warming.
Well, fuck the groundhog then.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot. There's no global warming. It's all up to the groundhog. I think we should go kidnap that groundhog.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anything else? Does the world want to know anything else?
Yeah.
Social security number, birthday? I'm not telling you.
Yeah, DHS can get that on their own. They can work.
They already have that.
Yeah.
They just die on ECT.
Ryan, do you have a question for Leslie?
Do I have a question for Leslie?
Yes.
I heard that they have the storage though. Did you got your stuff? I had a dream the other night. I love my. There were 2 kittens and they were walking on their hind legs. What does that mean?
I'm not a dream interpreter.
Okay.
What's the difference between Occupy on the East Coast versus on the West Coast?
That's a big one that might actually end up upsetting some people. especially Southern California. Everybody just kind of kept pushing through all winter, and now that it's spring, everybody's kind of burnt out. Compared to the East Coast, where they took a break in the winter, they realized that we need to go indoors because it's 20 degrees, and just kind of sat inside planning, working together, working out networks, that type of thing. That way, now that it's spring and it's getting warmer, actions are popping up everywhere.
I call that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm cold right now. I think it's like 60 degrees. I'm fucking freezing.
We're still having.
You do not know.
We're inside.
Good side. Left coast. Left coast.
I've been out there in West Coast.
Don't be shy.
I've never been to East Coast, so I can't judge.
I've been twice.
I can definitely tell you the big difference between the East Coast and West Coast, though, which is something that me and Gretchen were actually discussing on the way down here, is the fact that, yes,
She's trying to get me in trouble.
no, I'm not.
Oh, shit.
I brought up the discussion. Something that I have definitely noticed being out here back on the West Coast for the last month compared to the East Coast for the last 6 months is the fact that out on the East Coast, yes, they have their grudges against people or groups or something like that. They'll still work with them. They push aside the interpersonal drama that they have going on because of the fact that they all have the same common goal. Everybody wants the same thing. So why not work together in ways that you can
I totally agree.
to get it, your point across?
I totally
like
agree.
SCIU, for example. All the East Coast groups still associate with SCIU. They may have their own personal opinions on how they operate and how they run, but because of the fact that they have same common goals, they still work together.
I think we should. I think that, you know what, if we have a little difference with one group, we should never use our social media and say, oh, shame on you.
Or even
Never.
interpersonal talking to each other. When you sit here and tell one person about this one group, it's going to put a seed in their mind of, oh, well, this person said this person about
definitely.
this group, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going into it with an open mind like I should.
You have a fan. Bootsit says, love her attitude, solidarity.
Thank you.
Rachel was agreeing with it.
LJ Means on the East Coast.
Yeah, we were discussing it. Even though I was trying to get her in trouble and she didn't want anything to do with it before I started talking.
I'll take credit.
Okay, for sure. Yeah.
It was all great.
But I think on my live stream, if you scroll down to the description, it says that I have one rule on my live stream in the chat. If you want to talk shit, you can only talk shit about politicians, corporations, cops, and the media. Any other shit talking will not. I don't care who the fuck you are. Any other shit talking is not going to happen. And
no, it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't further anything. It doesn't help. We're here for a revolution. We're here for a goal, and we're all too busy sitting here fighting with each other, which is exactly what they want. That's why they have COINTELPRO.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't have to like somebody to work with them. I really don't.
No,
not at all.
It's like a job. You don't have to like the person, but you're here for the same
But it's also like we're family and we can fight inside the house.
Yeah.
But not in the yard. Oh hell no. No. In the house I'll kick your ass, but on the street I got your back.
And even the fight should be a productive fight.
Well, I don't know. We're not all gonna get along. We're not. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Comrades. Yeah.
You don't have to be friends, but you're all comrades.
For sure.
Same goal, same purpose.
For sure.
So suck it up and freaking do it.
For sure.
Give me the pink one. Purple. It might as well be pink.
It looks pink on live stream.
It's okay. I get you.
Wow.
I get two.
Happy birthday.
You missed my birthday, actually.
That's your birthday.
All of you missed my birthday.
When was
Your
it?
fault.
It was Thanksgiving.
Happy birthday.
I was doing relief work in New Jersey.
Well, that's what's up. Salute to you.
I got really, really high on my birthday.
Let's see. You know what I did on my birthday? I was at
I took a nap.
Prez.
I passed out.
I was at Prez Family Foreclosure in Anaheim for my birthday. And the year before for my birthday, I was at Pershing Square planning Occupy. September 25th, 2011.
My birthday.
And I got really drunk.
Yes,
I got
frustrated. Yes, you did.
I had 2 birthdays there.
Yeah, well, I did some personal things that I won't share on live stream.
I haven't gotten really drunk in a long time.
Yeah, it was bad. Never get drunk on an action. That's not professional.
Oh, I do it all the time. I'm
Professional. I'm just saying. I did it.
I've yelled at quite a few people. I think I've even yelled at Patty for it.
Oh my gosh! I love you, Leslie, but at 6 a.m. when you're screaming at CCA.
5:45.
Yeah, we were Leslie and I were in tent tribe together in CCA, and we slept on the sidewalk. Well, I slept about 5 nights a week on the sidewalk. I think Leslie was out there more than I was. But you don't want to call it sleeping if you're up until 3 o'clock in the morning with people screaming, and you have to get up at 5:45 and take your tent down.
Oh no, I was up till about 4 o'clock in the morning doing de-escalation, dealing with all the people that were screaming, to turn around and wake up at 5:45 in the morning to make sure everybody was awake.
No, I would actually get in my tent, zip it up, and pretend I didn't hear the screaming and sleep through it.
Yeah, I couldn't do that because they were usually either in front of my tent or knocking on my tent. Go Leslie!
As long as they don't land on my tent, I'm good.
No, I did that.
But no, I couldn't stand you at 5:45 in the morning, like honestly.
I couldn't stand me at 5:45 in the morning either.
Oh my god.
I wanted to sleep in.
I was going like mentally ill from lack of sleep. It was horrible.
We had sleep deprivation tribe.
Yes. Is that what 10 Tribe stands for? Sleep deprivation?
No, they're different groups.
Oh, okay.
Sleep deprivation was like me, Allison, Amari, Russ, and Jack. Actually, just Russ, because Jack would get back to the park and pass out like everybody else. And then we'd be stuck sitting up until 1 o'clock in the afternoon waiting for everybody else to wake up. And it's like,
Okay, but check this out. But then once we packed up our tents, like it's fucking cop watch all day. Okay, so I have to be like on guard to film the police all the time. So I can't really sleep during the day. I can't really sleep at night. Oh my god, I kind of went insane last summer.
Yeah, I know what that was like. That's one of the reasons why I left and went to the East Coast for 6 months.
Because a hurricane is easier to deal with than
The hurricane didn't happen when I got out there. I got out there in August.
Oh, okay, I don't know when the hurricane happened.
The hurricane happened Halloween.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was already out there for like 2 months and then it hit. And it fucked shit up, man.
Shit's fucked up and bullshit. Yeah. I remember one time I was live streaming and I don't chat. I never chat. And on the chat, and you were like writing all the chats and like I was leading the chats, like I was channeling you.
That was right when I
wait a minute, I don't chant. Like I'm leading chants because you're like yelling in the chat.
That was right when I got to New York. I saw that you were screaming in action. I was like, oh, I popped up the computer. Everybody at the house was watching, and you guys were all silent. I'm like, what the hell is this?
It was there's a reporter named Astrid, and she's like, okay, I need you guys to gather together, hold up your signs and chant, because I need to go and I need some footage. And it's funny, like the reporters are there, like making the people protest. Oh shit! Julie!
Yeah! Alright, so the patches on you. Yeah. I started it last year.
Alright, I'm gonna archive this. You get your own. When you get home, it'll be on YouTube. Yay! Okay, so, hey guys, I'll be back in a minute.